Hey everybody, I'm Mike.
And I'm Kylie. It's nice to see you again.
We're back after taking a brief hiatus for Thanksgiving break. So Kylie, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was fine.
Did you eat 2 pumpkin pies like you said you would?
I did. It was also a pecan pie, so I ate that too. And also had lots of ice cream.
Wow, you ate 2 pumpkin pies, a pecan pie, and some ice cream? That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, my dentist loves me. Do you want to introduce Mr. Devoll?
Sure. Mr. Devoll, everyone.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's the Rundown. Today's Sunday, December 3rd. We're into the last month of the year. Monday, December 4th is day 5 in our schedule. Tuesday, December 5th is day 6. A couple things happening during the day. There's a joint field trip happening, joint between both the genealogy class and the local history class. They're going to go to New Bedford and the Whaling Museum, and they're going to go together. And then there's a junior class meeting to talk about most likely the junior class semi-formal coming this spring. That's going to happen during the Bulldog block. On Wednesday, December 6th, day 7. Very busy after school schedule that day. So we've got school council happening right after school. Later in the afternoon, we have the Eastern Mass Debate League. We are hosting a school-wide Eastern Mass debate. So every classroom available is going to be hosting a debate. Our team, Old Rochester, is competing in those debates, and we're hosting the Eastern Mass League, the entire league. Later that evening, we've got school committee, always a good time. 2 other evening meetings. We've got the Friends of Old Rochester drama meeting and a turf field meeting. So lots happening after school that day. So busy, in fact, that Thursday, December 7th, we're going to take a 1-hour delay. So we've got a 1-hour delay for our students on December 7th, Thursday, and that's a day 8. Friday, December 8th, day 1 in our schedule. Very easy day for us here, nothing much happening. That's the rundown. Have a great day, weekend, week, month, and end of the year.
Thank you, Mr. Devoll, as always. Hey, Kylie, I have a special treat for you.
No more special treats. I'm going to have high blood sugar.
I'm not talking about sweets. We have a musical guest today.
Oh, that's different. We've never done that before.
Yeah, I had a local artist come in for an interview. She even played a couple songs for us in the studio.
Cool. I like music. Let's watch it.
Hi, I'm Michael Evans, and I'm here with Sarah Donner. Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Michael.
So I'm just going to be asking you some questions, and feel free to answer them however you feel like.
Okay.
All right.
Do I have to answer them all?
No, but, freedom of speech.
Okay, all right.
And press, so go for it.
All right.
So I hear you're relatively new in town, I guess. Welcome.
Thank you. Yes, I moved here from New Jersey 3 months ago, but I am originally from New Bedford. I grew up in New Bedford.
New Bedford, strong.
Bedford. Yes. So yeah, I'm couldn't give up the Quahogs for too long, so I moved back.
Nice.
But it's really good to be back. I can drop my R's again. I can be myself and just say wicked all the time.
Nice.
Go roll through stop signs.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Yeah, it's good to be home.
Tell us a little bit about life in New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. New Jersey's great because it has my friends. Property taxes are too high. I went to school in Princeton, New Jersey, at a tiny school called Westminster Choir College, which sort of lives in the armpit of Princeton University.
Nice.
So I went down there to study music and came back for a little bit, fell in love, went back and stayed for a while. And then finally it was just like, we're done. Princeton's great. It's a nice little bubble of safety and it's a bubble. Let's just say there's not a lot of diversity or
Okay, I get it.
funky things going on, but
Right.
it's a lovely town to visit. And 15 years was just too long, so
Oh, I get it.
I wanted to come back.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So for those at home who don't already know who you are, why don't you tell us a little about who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm Sarah Donner. I am a singer-songwriter / cat lady. I use kittens for all my marketing purposes. I also foster them. I don't just, it's not like for evil that
Right.
I use the kittens. But no, I've been writing music for a long time, so I make my living doing that. And then when I'm not touring, I do fostering of kittens, and I also make music videos, and I do teach some guitar and voice lessons as well for my home in New Bedford.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So how would you classify your genre of music?
Most people would say it's quirky.
Mm-hmm.
I call it kind of like alternative folk pop rock sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Usually if I'm playing, on my own, it's just me and a guitar or a ukulele. So it's, it has a sort of a folky rock sound. But I try to keep the subject matter pretty funky and funny. So I have a lot of nerd fans. So I write some songs about like board games and then songs about cats. But, I also
that's
have...
cool.
I also have songs from the heart as well, but it's good to change it up in a show and have something that makes people chuckle.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Thanks.
So what type of instruments do you typically use?
Typically in a show, a Sarah Donner show, I will use 2 guitars and 2 ukuleles. So I like to play around with different tunings, and I'm petrified of tuning on stage, so it's just easier to lug another guitar along that's in the tuning that I need it than to try and stand there and and then if you break a string or, it's hard to banter and tune do all those things. So mostly stringed instruments. I'm also in a band called Kitten Slay Dragons, which is
Nice.
I'm also writing that music and singing in that too, but that's electronic, so that's like synthesizers and drum machines.
Oh, wow, cool.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lyrically, what do you tend to sing about mostly?
Whatever strikes my heart. I guess at the moment I do, like I said, I try to balance things that are maybe more serious and heartfelt with something that has a lighter feel. So I've got songs about the game Settlers of Catan. I have a song with a lot of expletives about a pterodactyl. Let's see. Yeah, and lately I've been writing. I have a new album that came out called Black Hole Heart, and I've been writing more about like mental health issues and depression and anxiety, but just sort of like in a putting it out there kind of way. Very non-judgmental and just saying,
Right.
this is how I feel, and this is what I do to help myself.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, you're a solo artist, correct?
Yes.
But you're also
Mostly.
in like the Kittens Who Slay Dragons.
Kitten Slay Dragons. Yeah.
Is there anything else people you collaborate with or anything like that?
No. I like to be in control of things, so I'm not the best team player when it comes to creative stuff. I like to have a heavy hand in what I'm doing. So mostly it's myself, and also I can get things done faster if I just do it
Right.
myself,
Right.
But I have done some collaborations with some web comics, like the Oatmeal. I don't know if you've heard of him. And there are a couple of like web comics or like YouTube series or podcasts where I've written their opening music and like or
that's
credits
cool.
and stuff like that. I like doing things, like that with other folks.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's really nice of you.
Thank you.
I remember when I was young, I tried YouTube
When you were young.
when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
And just like the one thing I hated was my intro because it didn't have any music.
Oh, did you have your own show?
Sadly, yes.
Yay!
It was kind of like young me introduced kids on the playground.
Yeah?
Like very young. It's not on there
Look at you
anymore. Here I am now. But no, I deleted it, so it's gone.
Oh.
But I just hated it because it was just an intro and no music.
You need some music.
I needed some music. I
Yeah.
needed Sarah Donner.
You do, yes. You can also get like, I'll take my tracks if I'm doing something more informative, because I've done some kind of goofy one-offs or like, stuff where I'm talking, and I'll just take my tracks that I've already made and I'll just drop the vocals and just throw that behind, and it sort of just it adds a little levity to the
Right.
the sad quiet of the room,
No, I get what you mean, yeah. Do you get any musical influences? Like, do you have any?
No.
Yourself?
Not a one. I just invented it all myself. No, I'd say early on, a lot of musical theater. I grew up, I was a theater nerd and went to school for singing.
Mhm.
And got a degree in musical theater. So that was like that sort of dramatic arc of singing I really enjoyed, but then I didn't like auditioning and being rejected all the time. So I was tired of waiting for somebody to give me permission to perform. So I started writing my own music and just, I'll do it myself. So that was a big part. I would say instrumentally, singer-songwriters like Ani DeFranco were big influences on my guitar styling, and like Dar Williams, Regina Spektor. I really like Ben Folds. That's off the top of my head, kind of who influenced me in my early days.
That's cool. Since your career has been, based off music and stuff, like, what's your highlights? What's like, oh, I made it here. Wow, I never thought I would get there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know who Lisa Loeb is, but I opened for Lisa Loeb.
Oh, that's
once,
cool.
Which, she wrote that song "Stay" back in the '90s. What else have I done? I don't know. I went on tour. Like I said, I went to a school for music where you were in choir, and we did some touring with Julie Andrews and Charlotte Church and Andrea Bocelli. So that was a cool thing to be part of. That was a while ago, but definitely something nice to put on your resume. Be like, I sang backup for Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer and Charlotte Church. So I would say those are probably like the two big things. And then some of the web stuff I have there's I have a lot of YouTube views and stuff, but it's not like a thing I did. It's just a thing that sits there that keeps getting more views, which is cool. But yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So before we move on from general music on you, is there anything you would like to throw out there or say anything off that?
No.
That's fine. We can go back to it.
I don't know. You can check out my music at sarahDonner.com or follow me on Spotify. Kittens Play Dragons, Sarah Donner. Spotify, count, algorithm needs to go up.
All right. So, do you do any other types of art besides music?
Yeah. So when I was working for Princeton University, I did scenic art. I was the scenic charge, so I painted all the sets and everything for their productions.
That's cool.
It's sort of a different kind of art in that you're taking someone's design and realizing their design. So, you get to be a little bit creative, but you're kind of like taking someone else's art and just making it bigger. So I've done that. I've also done portraits and painting, oil painting. I like that. But sort of like when you do those other arts, you need to focus on one if you really want it to grow. So I kind of have been going on the music track. But in my spare time, I like to paint.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm a bad painter myself. So.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm good. That's just another thing I do.
That's cool. So your website says that you've embraced your inner cat lady.
Yes.
What's it like being a foster mom to all those cats?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's charming. It's heartbreaking because I specialize in bottle babies. So usually I get the kittens that have lost their moms and need to be bottle fed. And there's just, when they come off the streets. I did this mostly in New Jersey because I just moved here. We got a lot of kittens from Trenton, New Jersey, which is rough. Lots of overpopulations of cats. So we get a lot of sick animals. So it can be very heartbreaking, but that doesn't overshadow all the joys that you get from all the wins. And there are always so many more wins and adoptions and kittens that come through and find homes, and that's a lot of fun. I call it kitten therapy as well because it helps me with like my depression and anxiety. Having little cute little fuzzy balls,
right?
That just want to hold and smoosh all around. They are, they're incredible little creatures, and it's a symbiotic relationship. I like to think we're both helping each other.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've fostered hundreds probably over 300 kittens at this point.
Wow.
But I am starting a kitten camp,
Oh, that's cool.
and it is in beta testing right now, and we launch our kitten camp on December 1st. So it's going to be called Club Smoosh.
Nice.
And yeah, you'll just get 24/7 access to this little room of kittens. Just like joy and sleep. I mean, they sleep like, 15 hours a day, but once in a while.
That's cool.
Meow.
So so like if I wanted to be a foster parent for kittens, how would I become one?
Well, you would want to reach out to your local rescue. I don't know who the local rescues are. I don't know a lot about the rescue situations in this area yet because I just moved back. But yeah, you'd want to reach out to your local rescue and tell them that you're interested in fostering, and think about if you want to foster cats. Like, do you want to foster kittens? Do you want to foster older cats? How much room do you have? If you want to do more than one cat, do you have enough rooms in your house to do that? Because there are times when you need to quarantine animals, just because they come in with all kinds of diseases and stuff. Also, if you have your own cat or dog or children, you've got to think about that part of the situation, and you have to be
Right.
very good at letting go.
Right.
Otherwise,
Can't
their
be
foster fails, and the more foster fails you have, the less you can foster. So it's important to sort of have that mindset when you're taking care of them, that you can give them up and set them loose to be free in their forever home. But when you do that, you open up a space in your house for another animal in need. So that's the way I try to think about it when there's the constant turnover of kittens.
That's cool. So before we wrap up, you also teach music lessons, like you
I do,
said.
yes.
Would you like to give a quick plug?
Oh, sure. Sure. If you're interested in guitar, ukulele, or voice lessons, yeah, you can visit my website at sarahdonner.com and just click on the contact link, or contact me through Facebook. But yeah, I teach out of my studio in New Bedford, downtown New Bedford, and yeah, it's going well. I have room for a few more students. I'm trying to build that back up again. So yeah, let me know.
All right. So last question.
Yes.
Would you like to perform?
Well, I brought my ukulele, so I guess yes, please. I would love to perform. Thank you.
All right. So this has been, I guess, Interviews with Mike with Sarah Donner. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Mike.
Have a good day.
On the horizon, where you could fall in time, slows down. Here in this cold space, you are a warm face I'll take down. I'm the one you cannot see. I show my love with gravity, and you keep falling faster into this infinite disaster. It's a happy ever after that defies space-time. Inside my singularity, I hold you for called Signal. You woke up broken beat to ask me what to believe. It's your life, it's your discovery. When you get into the deep, send out a signal to me. 'Cause we came from the same one. See the songs that are blood through the veins in you and in me. Take a step, take your hand, I know I'm not that fearless. No, I'm strong inside a song, but I can never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 13 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream, but that's between you weren't afraid to smash it down and break out. I know my own song. So many sit on the beach, waiting for the tide to wash up things out of reach. But treasures age and beauty's age, hope floats and love doesn't sink. So make your move and hold it to the ones who pray you'll succeed. Take a stand, I'll take your hand, God knows I'm not that fearless. No, I'm strong inside the song, but I can never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 15 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream and laugh until you weren't afraid to smash it down and break out. Break out. And I know the feeling everyone else winning beginnings are so far away. So take a stand, I'll take your hand, God knows I'm not that fearless. No, I'm strong inside a song, but I can never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 13 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream and dance until you weren't afraid to smash it down and break out. Break out. Break out. Break out. Break out. Ow, 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 ow,
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
And we're out. Man, I wish I could rock out like Sarah Donner.
Well, if you want to rock out with her, she'll be performing at Groundwork on Purchase Street in New Bedford on January 6th.
Go check her out.
And now for our next segment, I recently...
And that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, I'm Mike.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is Bulldog Weekly.